Hi guys, this is namkraftvn. What's going on? We're going to be watching another season of Starcraft English commentary. This is very late night in where I'm living, so I need to tone down my voice a little bit. Recently, I've had a new neighbor, and he's got tattoos, and he drinks, and he smokes, and he coughs a lot at night. He goes like this. And you know, when you have those kind of neighbors, you cannot mess around. You need to kind of chill the heck down and keep your voice down, keep your volume and stuff like that, because you never know. One day somebody might knock on your door, and it's not going to be your neighbor, but it's going to be three guys of tattoos and naked, you know, top, no t-shirts, whatever, and he's going to be saying, "You have a problem. You have a problem. You have trouble sleeping at night." And so I've got to be careful. But anyways, this is going to be the Laddernet series, Starcraft English broodwar commentary, entirely produced by me. And we're going to be having a very strong player going up against Flasher. Is going to be Horang2, one of the very old players in the old days, the Caspa days, you know, who's known to have perfectly symmetrical pylon and gateway placement. Let's see if he will do that this game around. And we're going to be having these players fighting on the map Radeon. This is what the map Radeon looks like. And we're going to be having Flash located at the top right of the screen in the yellow color. His opponent Horang2 or Horang2, whatever you know, however you write his name, is going to be located at the bottom left corner of the screen. And let me just quickly pull up the map stats for Terran players. Radeon Terran players enjoy a 51% win rate against Protoss, so I think that's kind of very much balanced. Of course, everyone knows already, because you have all been educated by Namcraft on the balances of broodwar maps, and you know exactly which maps are balanced and which maps are not. So there's not much to be talked about in that regard. So looks like both players going to be scouting in the wrong direction. Flash is not taking his gas yet. This signals to me that's going to be going for quick expansion. Yeah, so that's going to be coming up ahead of us. On the other side of the map, looks like Horang2 is going to be going for the first Zelle. This is not so good, I don't think, because you know, his opponent's very far from him. There's gonna be, oh my god, Flash is cancelled. He's cancelled that Marine, right? I think he did. Yeah, the Zelle's gonna be coming out now, and he's gonna apply pressure. Yeah, but I think this Marine is gonna come down south now, so maybe now Flash is gonna try to go for the, you know, for the first Marine. He looks like Flash is gonna be scouting what is it, cross map, after he is not able to find his opponent. So that's gonna be interesting. This Marine is gonna chase away the probe. We do have a second Marine. No, we don't. Flash is cutting a lot of corners, and he's going to be in some serious trouble because the Xenot has started moving out, and this SCV is going to be located in the wrong place. And of course, this cross map spawn scouting position means that it's going to be quite a long while for the Xenot to get there. And we're going to be having the second Marine coming down south. Yeah, that's going to be necessary at this point, because one Marine even inside a bunker will not be able to stop a Xenot. Behind this looks like Horang2 is going to be going for the what is it exactly? It's getting ready to expand, excuse me. He's going to try to move and attack this SCV. The Dragoon is going to meet it. The Zelle is going to attack right past the bunker. Looks like the Zelle is going to try to get on high ground, and Flash is not paying attention. One probe gets destroyed. What is this? This Dragoon is going to stop the SCV or not? Looks like it doesn't. It's going to try to let it go on. The Xenot is going to try to attack, and looks like Flash has got 3 Marines in the move. He's able to take out the Xenot with minimum damage. It's just a single Marine loss here. The Dragoon is going to be coming out now, so it looks like in the last minute Horang2 is going to back up. That is indecisiveness from the part of Horang2, I think. But anyways, we're going to be having the Robo. This Robo is even before core range upgrade, so very fast Robo. So what does Flash have to say about that? Because I think this Robo is gonna be a little bit you know, what is it, dangerous for him at some point. But yeah, for the time being, he's content with just sitting out here with the SCV. And he's gonna be able to just, you know, take a mouthful of whatever his opponent is building inside his base. SCV even escapes. The SCV is gonna get out alive with 15 out of 60 HP. We're gonna be having one factory, and that is gonna be a second factory, so double fact coming up from Flash here. He's gonna be able to actually come out there and apply a bit of pressure, provided that he survives the first attack by the Shadow and Reaver. If that is indeed what Horang2 is going to be going for, looks like we're going to be having probe transfer towards the new base. Things are looking good. This Dragoon is going to try to stop any kind of forces moving away from this expansion. What is going to be Flash's build here? He's going to be going for the Armory. That is nice. As you can see, for Horang2, he's going to be going for Dragoon range. An observatory for us. This is interesting. He's going to be looking forward to take that quick expansion out of a single robo, a single gateway, a second gateway goes down. And if Flash is on par with what he's gonna try to do, he might go for that mid-game push or that early to mid-game pushes with a lot of tanks and some vultures and a couple of marines, I think, maybe. But except that he's not making any marines for the time. It looks like Horang is gonna back up with his double red dragoon. He's gonna try to find any kind of forces moving around the map, because at this time sometimes the Terran player likes to go for a lot of vultures, and these kinds of openings are kind of very unsafe for Horang. He's gonna try to come out and he's gonna get ready to expand. Yeah, very good for him. Behind this, Flash is making, as you can see, Goliaths. He's making Goliaths and he's upgrading +1 weapons upgrade. So that is quite good for Flash, although I'd say that, you know, his I mean, this is going to be a blind move from him. He's not actually in the right position to make any kind of decision as to what units to make here, because he doesn't have any more vision beside what he already saw in the beginning of the game, which is going to be a quick robo. Anyways, what is the add-on going to be going for? Terran booster. Interesting. So this is actually in favor of Horang here, because he's not going for Reavers, at least not yet. Not yet. He's gonna quickly expand here. Yeah, and Flash's gonna be waiting at his base. He's got some Goliaths. He's got some tanks. He's gonna finally go up to other upgrades. Now he's gonna be going for siege mode. And there's something else that he's upgrading. Let me just quickly check what that is. That's gonna be, yeah, still the Terran booster and the siege mode. So vultures don't have any upgrade just yet. The observer gets here. He's gonna back out because the scanner, I guess one of the scanners, both scanners are not yet in operation. The observer's gonna try to check out this side of the map. He will see there's gonna be a Goliath. He will back up, so Rangi sees exactly what he wants to see now. Alright, we're at the 6 minute and 50th second of the game. Flash has got 60 supply, Horang around 70 supply. Triple gateway coming, excuse me, double gateway for Horang. And eventually he's gonna start to transfer probes towards the new base. The robotic support base is gonna be going up for the Terran player. What is he doing? He's just opening up some stuff, and he's waiting for that +1 weapons to kick in. And afterwards, gonna be having also, I think, the vultures upgrade. Okay, the third factory goes down. He takes a scan. Let's see exactly where he's scanning. He's scanning the main. He sees that there's gonna be a lot more gateway, but he doesn't see the robotic support bay. He doesn't see that. So he's suspecting something here, because for example, it could be quick expansion. It could be just that the robotic support bay, excuse me, is somewhere far out. It could be some hidden, you know, stuff, hidden bases on this map. He goes for another scan. It looks like Flash is checking out. Okay, he does see the robotic support bay in the second base. I think Flash is gonna be aware of the situation here. Of course, he doesn't know that it's an enemy has gone for quick expansion. Maybe he suspects that, but for the time being, he's gonna sit in. Looks like +1 weapons is almost upgraded, or it's almost completed, and Flash is gonna start to move out. I think he wants to exert himself on this map. Yeah, that's a lot of tanks. This is the usual build from Flash, going for 6 tanks, and then he's gonna couple that with massive, which is even making more tanks. Like one nice scan to see the situation, and looks like Flash is gonna be able to attack, and looks like Horang moves in. What is he gonna try to do? He's gonna try to attack. He kills off 1 tank, maybe 2 tanks. He backs down. Then looks like he's gonna trade, I think, 3 or 4 dragoons for 2 tanks, so that isn't so bad. I think from the part of Horang. We're gonna be having observer getting sniped now. 8 minute and 30th second of the game. Looks like Flash is on 90 85 supply, and Horang is 101. Looks like the dragoon's gonna try to go on this side of the map, and the tanks are gonna try to attack here. Maybe 1 tank before. The dragoons are so close together, so bunched up together, and Flash takes a nice dedicated shot to take out those dragoons. The command center is gonna land up behind this. Looks like Horang is gonna be going to the 4th base. He's got +1 weapons on the, you know, what is it, ground forces. As for Terran, he's gonna be going for +1 armor, and just some more tanks and some more vultures. So on this time of the game, usually the Terran player likes to send out a squad of vultures to start to lay mines around the map. You know, and maybe go to snipe some bases, snipe some probes or something like that. But it looks like Flash is not playing that style today. He is, well, he does make some vultures, but I think it's unlikely that Flash will go all out vulture harassments. He might send 2 or 3 vultures around, lay some mines and stuff like that, but I think he's more comfortable, I think, these days with the you know, tank heavy kind of energy, you know, strategy. But anyways, we're going to be having double shuttle here with 6 Xenot, and the Reaver, he flies in, he's going to land some Xenot, and that shuttle would die for sure to take the hit, but the Reaver will also die. And where are the tanks? There's the tank. The shuttle is going to be hiding in the corner. The shuttle dies. This shot on the tank isn't so bad. The tank's going to do a nice target shot but the Reaver hides all the way in the back door here. He would take a few more shots, but at the last minute things are going to get clearing out, so that's not very good, I think, for Horang2. At least he was able to attack some SCVs and drive them away and take some hits off of the SCV. Anyways, the 5th base goes down for Horang2. At the bottom right on the screen, I'm going to be having 5 base for Protoss versus 3 bases Terran. I think things are looking still very, very good for Flash. If you can see, the supply difference is, I mean, it's quite small for TVZ in these kind of situations. But anyways, let's take a look at the upgrades. It looks like Iron Thruster for the Vultures, and then +1 armors is underway. For Protoss, once again, +1 weapons is still underway, and more, what is it, Templar Archive is going to be coming up. He's going to be moving to the Templar strategy here. These Dragoons are out of position. Looks like Horang2 doesn't move correctly. He gets pushed back, excuse me. The rest of the forces goes out here. What does this Shadow have? He's got a single Reaver. He's going to try to take some shot against the Vulture. That is a nice shot to damage so many Vultures, but we need to have you know, other Protons forces coming out. That's a great shot. Once again, the Goliath's actually not sniping the Shadow. He would take one good shot at one of the Goliaths. He need to take another good shot. He picks up and go and hide in the back. This is just buying time from Horang2. We're going to be having siege positions here. And behind this, what does Horang2 have? He has some Zealot. He's got some Dragoons. Look at this perfectly symmetrical, you know, line of gateways. So these Zealots are going to be toasted alive with the tank shot. The Shadow is almost there. He's going to try to take some shot here. That is not a shot. What is that? What is it? That is like a baby shot. Anyways, he does a good shot and hits some of the tanks in the back, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. It looks like we're going to be having GG getting called by Horang2, and indeed it's going to be Flash who wins the game here. If you've enjoyed this game, please feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. I'll see you in the next episode of Starcraft. Signing out. Bye-bye. And one Terran, very, very nice people in the crowd. Finally, some faces that don't look like anime characters, like real people, flesh and bone. You know, recently I've been, you know, following this AI beauty pageant contest. Basically, it's like people generate fake girls using AI, and they are, you know, pitched together in a beauty contest. And surprisingly, the winners, should I say maybe the winner, because there's just only one winner, right, is a girl that kind of looks like a real person. You know, she doesn't have like 100% perfect features, straight nose and whatever, right? She's got some freckles, some pimples. Her hair is kind of slightly curly. She's not super white. She's kind of darkish skinned, and she's got some character. So I think what I want to say is that, you know, as we evolve into a superior species, not that we're not superior already, but, you know, more superior, you know, our sense and our taste of beauty and goodness and satisfaction will change, right? And you know about the fashion theory, where things just come in and out of fashion, the vogue, right? So sometimes things that in the past are out of fashion will eventually come back into fashion, because it is a never-ending cycle of fighting against the common or rage against the machine. If you're a rock fan like me, then that's the way you look at it. Which, speaking of, recently I saw a weird video. You can try to look for it on YouTube. It's like a bunch of cockroaches playing a freaking metal song. You know, and of course the video is generated by AI, the music is generated by AI, everything else. And you know, one of the top comments says, "Raid against the machine." I don't know if you know that joke, but raid is that spray, right, that you used to use to kill cockroaches, excuse me. So raid against the machine is a top comment, and I find it really, really funny. But anyways, back to the question of what constitutes fashion, right? So things come in and out of fashion. For example, 20 years ago when I was a kid, people used to have baggy pants and long hair parted in the middle of your forehead. Who remembers that? Are those your days, where you have those kind of long hair that kind of mimics the fashion of you know, bands like Boyzone and the Moffats? Like, who listens to the Moffats? And Backstreet Boys, of course, to some extent. And who else is in that group? I don't know. Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, the Moffats. Aaron Carter. Yeah, Aaron Carter. Who remembers Aaron Carter, the kid? What happened to him? I don't know. So you know, and at that time, tight jeans used to be just called gay. If you wore tight jeans, you would just call yourself gay. And then 10 years later, people who dressed up like the Mofats and Boyzone and Aaron Cardo are called, I don't know what they're called, maybe just like Lost or something, just like kids from the old days, right? And people start to wear tight jeans again, and showing your tight muscles and buttocks becomes the new normal. So just like that, the sense, our definitions of beauty will change over time. Just like in the Greek antiquity, having fat is a good sign, and having a small penis means you're powerful or good or whatever or beautiful, right? And then fast forward 2000 years later, having a long and large well-rounded penis is the ultimate sign of manhood, right? And having a slim woman body is basically the epiphany of women beautiful. So things will change and things will come back over time. So I guess the lesson I want to tell you guys is never get fixated on some definitions or some standards of values, because everything is up for granted. In my country, people worshipped ancestors. People would put them on the altar and give them offerings, and I am not such a fan of that, because I have not grown up in my country for a while. I kind of lived overseas for a couple of years. So when I come back and I ask myself, why do I need to kind of put my grandfather's or grandfather's photo on an altar and give him some incense? I don't really understand. Once you die, you're dead. But I understand that I need to keep with the culture. I need to kind of satisfy all of the other guys, all of the other family members, right? So, but it doesn't really have any meaning. Whether you are Christian or Buddhist or Hindu or whatever, those are just man-made rules. And things will change in the future. And if you know about the theory of singularity, eventually all humans and cyboids, what's the word, cyberoid, or what is the word here, cyber, I'm not talking about cybernetics core for sure, I'm talking about the real thing in real life, cyberoid, or I'm cyborg, yeah, that's the word. Oh my freaking god, cyborgs. Yeah, humans and cyborgs will merge. We will have prosthetic everything, even from eyes, ears, and heart. And eventually, we don't need a body anymore, because we will just use someone else's body or build our own bodies. But anyways, when that happens, humans will merge into one single existence. Everyone will share the same consciousness as humanity, evolve. And what is it? The NVIDIA chips become so powerful that you don't need space. You don't need space to have memory and processing power. Everything can get run in a single nanometers worth of space, right? So there's no need to have a face. There's no need to have a body or hands or arms. There's no need to do anything. Everything will be done. Everything will be tackled at the quantum mechanics, quantum computer level, qubits that they call it nowadays. And so there's no need to exist as different entities. Everyone would merge to the same being with the super consciousness. All humans and cockroaches alike will be in one single consciousness, and nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anymore. And in the words of Dr. Manhattan from what is that thing? Watchmen. If you ever watched that TV series, or if you ever oh my God, what's happening here? That movie. Then you will know that the only thing that matters is what will happen to the universe. It's that grand scheme of things. But anyways, back to this game.